I am Atikur Rahman with my group mate
Mohammad Fizan, and we are a student of electrical engineering at Sakkara University. We are presenting our final year project, real-time IoT-based water quality monitoring system under the supervision of Dr. Safir Haider. In this presentation, we will discuss about the introduction, problem statement, literature review, aims and objectives, methodology, and so on to references. So let's discuss about our project. So in the 21st century, still some developing countries like Pakistan are facing the problem of water pollution. The messy and the dirty water is still being used for drinking purpose without any monitoring system. This dirty water causes various diseases like cholera, typhoid, hepatitis A, and many more. This dirty water is not harmful not only for the human beings but also for the animal and agriculture sector as well. Therefore, for the socio-economic growth of a country, we need a system that will monitor the quality of water. So the traditional systems that are available now have some drawbacks. It relies on collecting of water samples, testing and analysis in the laboratories. It results in more cost, more manpower, and more time. It lacks the capability to collect the data in real time, and hence the authorities cannot make the decisions and actions timely and appropriately. So we need to develop a modern methods for which we reviewed the literature from different sources in which some people have used Raspberry Pi, some people have used GSM technology. So we made this literature base for our project and set our aim to develop a real-time IoT-based water quality monitoring system. We objective to produce such a system that will reduce the import cost and improve the local capacity building.
Now let's discuss the methodology of our project. Our proposed system consists of 4 major stages. The first stage is the sensing stage. Sensing stage consists of all the sensors. These sensors are connected physically with ESP32 microcontroller. The next stage is the data acquisition stage. In data acquisition stage, the ESP32 acquires the data from all these sensors, and the data manipulation and computation is done on this stage by using the Arduino language. The third stage is the wireless data transmission to IoT cloud stage. The ESP32 microcontroller, by using its built-in Wi-Fi capability, sends the data wirelessly to the IoT cloud. And the last stage is the visualization and monitoring stage. At this stage, we can able to visualize, analyze, and monitor data by using the ThinkSpeak dashboard and Android mobile app. Now let's discuss the parameters which we are measuring in our project. The first one is the pH sensor. The pH sensor is used to measure the pH of the water. The pH is the concentration of hydrogen ions in the water. If the pH is less than 7, then the solution is acidic. If the pH is greater than 7, then the solution is basic. If the pH is equal to 7, then the solution is neutral. So this is the pH sensor. The pH sensor is interfaced with microcontroller, and we obtained the following results. For basic solution, we have the value of 8.32, which is greater than 7. So the solution is basic. For pure water, we have the value of 7.28. And for acidic solution, we have the value of 5.43, which is less than 7. So the solution is acidic. Besides this, we can also visualize and monitor data on ThinkSpeak IoT graph and the 16x2 LC. The next sensor is the TDS sensor. The TDS sensor is used to measure the TDS of the water. TDS is the dissolves is used to measure the dissolved solids in the water, like minerals, salts, ions, and other bicarbonates. So the milligram per liter or ppm is the unit of the TDS. If the TDS is less than 300, then the water has excellent rating. If the TDS from 300 to 600, then it has good quality. If it ranges from 600 to 900, then the water has fair quality. From 900 to 1200, it is poor, and above 1200, then the water has unacceptable range of TDS. So this is a TDS sensor interface with microcontroller, and we obtained the following result. For pure drinking water, we have the value of 105.39, which is less than 300. So it lies in excellent category. So in the next stage, we add the salt in the water in order to increase the ionic properties of the water. So as the conductivity is directly proportional to the TDS, so the value go from 723 to 1040.61 ppm. So it lies in poor category of the water. Besides this, we can also visualize and monitor data in IoT ThingSpeak graph and in the 16x2 LCD. The next sensor is the turbidity sensor. The turbidity sensor is used to measure the turbidity of the water. Turbidity is the degree of the clarity of the water, how much the water is clear. Basically, it is used to measure the suspended solids in the water. Suspended solids means the silt, clay, algae, or muddy water. As you see from this graph, if we increase the suspended solids in the water, then the turbidity will increase. The nephelometric turbidity unit is used to measure. Nephelometric turbidity unit is the international unit that is used to measure the turbidity of a water. WHO recommends the safe level of the water is less than equal to 5. So this is a turbidity sensor. The turbidity sensor is interfaced with microcontroller, and we obtained the following results. We obtained the value of 5 NTU for fresh water, and when we increase the suspended solids like mud in water, then the value goes from 371 to 716 NTU. Besides this, we can also visualize and monitor data at ThingSpeak IoT graph and 16x2 LCD.
Let's discuss about the temperature sensor. The temperature sensor will measure the temperature of the water. A question may come in your mind, why we are considering the temperature of water just to measure the quality. It is because as the temperature of the water increases, the rate of the chemical reactions occurred in it also increase. Therefore, it is important to measure the temperature of water also. So we interfaced with this temperature sensor with the ESP32 microcontroller and tested it for the normal room temperature water, hot and the cold water. We obtained the results 24 degrees centigrade, 45 degrees centigrade for hot and 13 degrees centigrade for the cold water. These results can also be monitored on the ThingSpeak dashboard graph as well as on the LCD of 13x2. These 4 parameters can be summarized in a WQI. WQI is a water quality index. There is a single number that expresses the overall quality of the water. So if the WQI value is less than 50, then quality of the water is good. If it is between 50 to 100, the quality of the water is good. If it is less than 50, it is excellent. If the quality WQI value of water is 100 to 200, it is poor. 200 to 300, it's very poor, and above 300, the quality of the water will be hazardous. The main objective of the WQI is to convert the complex data of the water quality into information that can easily be understandable and predictable, usable. So we tested the WQI value of the pure drinking water that gave 94.57. It shows the excellent quality of the pure drinking water. But as we increase the parameters like turbidity and TDS, the WQI value goes from 177 to 234. These results can also be monitored on the ThingSpeak. In our system, we are providing a feature of animal alert. If the WQI value exceeds 100, means the quality of the water becomes poor, then an email will be sent to the authority so that they can take the actions and decisions timely and appropriately. Besides it, we have developed an Android app that provides a feature to monitor the quality of water in real time, easily anywhere in the world. This is the welcome page for our app, and then we have a login screen that will allow only the authorized person. Then we have a sensor selection screen. Just by clicking on the button, we will get the parameter in the numeric as well as in the graph bar. Simultaneously, we can compare our results with the standard values and can analyze our quality of water in real time.
Now let's discuss the prototype design of our project. In order to design a prototype, the first step is to design a PCB. The PCB is is a printed circuit board which is used to mechanically support and electrically connect electronic components using conductive pathway. So in order to design a PCB, we use the Eagle software. In Eagle software, we design our circuit in the schematic window. Then in BRD file, we do routing, and at the final stage, we printed our PCB from the Sakhar IBA Fab Lab. So all these components are embedded on that PCB. So in the next step, we design our casing. The casing will be designed in the SolidWorks software. SolidWorks model is structured in two basic parts. The first one is the part mode and the second one is assembly mode. In part mode, we design our different parts of our casing, and in assembly mode, we assemble the different parts of our casing and get a final model of our design casing. And at the end, we get the hardware design from the Kharpur Fab Lab. And this is the final design in which we embed all the components, and you see that the LCD is shown here, and all these components are interfaced in this box. Now let's conclude our presentation. That this real-time IoT-based water quality monitoring system monitors the pH, TDS, turbidity, and the temperature of the water. It makes use of waterproof sensors that are interfaced with ESP32 microcontroller and sense the above parameter. The system can monitor the water quality automatically, and it is low cost and does not require the people on duty. So the water quality testing is likely to be more economical, convenient, and fast. And the system has good flexibility. We can add different sensors in order to measure the different other parameters of the water. So in future recommendation, we suggest that in future work, we can also use the flow sensor in order to control the flow of the water in drinking water application. Work will be done on its calibration, and also the accessibility can be enhanced by using wireless technology like 3G and 4G. Waterproof casing can be designed in order to avoid the environmental factor. this is the poster of our final year project, in which we describe the methodology of our project. The 4 sensors are interfaced with microcontroller, and microcontroller sends data wirelessly to the IoT cloud. And by using ThinkSpeak, dashboard, and mobile app, we can visualize, analyze, and monitor data.